Real cases, real crimes. Some vanish without a trace. Others leave behind more questions than answers. When the trail goes cold and the truth hides in the shadows, this is Mysteries Unsolved. What happened to Laci Peterson? Laci Denise Peterson was 27 years old and 8 months pregnant when she vanished without a trace on Christmas Eve, 2002. A beloved daughter, sister, and wife, Laci lived with her husband, Scott Peterson, in Modesto, California. The couple, married since 1997, was eagerly expecting their first child, a boy they had already named Connor. On the evening of December 23rd, Laci and Scott visited Laci's sister, Amy Rocha. It was a simple visit. Amy cut Scott's hair, and he offered to pick up a fruit basket she had ordered, claiming he'd be near the store while golfing the next day. Later that evening, Laci spoke with her mother. This would be the last time Sharon Rocha ever heard her daughter's voice. According to Scott, the next morning, Laci planned to mop the floor, bake cookies, and walk their dog. He said she was watching Martha Stewart on TV when he left for a fishing trip at the Berkeley Marina. Around 10:15 a.m., a neighbor found the Petersons' dog, Mackenzie, roaming the neighborhood, its leash still attached. By 5:15 p.m., Scott called Laci's mother, asking if Laci was with her. Alarmed, Sharon called the police. Scott and Laci's stepfather officially reported her missing before 6 p.m. That night, police arrived at the Peterson home. Nothing appeared to be stolen. Laci's purse was inside, and the only thing reportedly missing was a pair of diamond earrings. Scott claimed he had gone fishing and left messages on Laci's phone when she didn't respond. In the following days, police found wet towels and Scott's fishing clothes in the washer. They also discovered a boat cover with a strong gasoline odor, a blue tarp with concrete chunks, and a homemade anchor in his newly purchased boat. Traces of Scott's blood were found on a comforter in the master bedroom. Then came the bombshell. On December 30th, Amber Frey, a Fresno massage therapist, contacted police. She had been dating Scott, believing he was single. At the police's request, she began recording her phone calls with him. In one call, Scott told her he was spending the holidays alone, just days after Laci disappeared. Despite a massive search, no physical trace of Laci or Connor surfaced until April 13th, 2003. The body of a full-term male fetus was found washed ashore in the San Francisco Bay. The next day, a badly decomposed female body, missing its head, hands, and lower legs, was found nearby. DNA testing confirmed the remains were Laci and Connor Peterson. Scott Peterson was arrested 4 days later, near the Mexican border. Police found $15,000 in cash, multiple cell phones, camping gear, a firearm, and his brother's ID in his possession. He had dyed his hair and beard blonde. Scott was charged with 2 counts of murder. The prosecution argued that he killed Laci to escape his marriage and start a new life with Amber Frey. They pointed to his affair, financial troubles, and the life insurance policy on Laci as motive. They claimed Scott was the victim of circumstantial evidence and media bias. After a high-profile trial, Scott was convicted in November 2004 of first-degree murder for Laci and second-degree murder for Connor. He was sentenced to death. But in 2020, California's Supreme Court overturned the death sentence due to jury selection errors. In 2021, he was resentenced to life without parole. The case took a new turn in 2024 when the Los Angeles Innocence Project took it on. They claim newly discovered evidence supports Scott's innocence. Among their allegations, a van linked to burglars near the Peterson home was found burned with bloodstains inside. A witness overheard burglars discussing Laci confronting them, and that Laci may have been killed in that van. They also dispute that Laci's remains could have drifted to where they were found if Scott had dumped them near Berkeley Marina. The Peterson case continues to divide public opinion. Many believe Scott's affair and behavior after Laci's disappearance prove his guilt. Others argue he was condemned by media portrayal and circumstantial evidence. Do you think Scott Peterson was guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, or was he a victim of a rush to judgment? Let us know in the comments. The Rocha family remains convinced of Scott's guilt. But with new DNA testing underway and fresh legal challenges pending, the truth behind what happened to Laci Peterson may still be unfolding. If you have any information about this case, contact your local FBI office. Like, share, and subscribe for more cases. Thanks for watching another episode of Mysteries Unsolved.